Hello students, in today's topic we are going to see the preparation of alcohol from alkenes. This topic is very important. Okay, so see here, alkenes they react with water in the presence of acid. This H plus describe that acid. Okay, so alkenes react with water in the presence of acid. They gives alcohol here. This this is from alkene. This is called hydration of alkene. What is this called? Hydration of alkene. Hydration means addition of water. So these alkenes we are adding water here. Water means what here? H plus and OH minus. So in this reaction what will happen means here one H plus and one OH minus it will get attached to the alkene here. This is ethene. What is this one? Ethene here. This ethene has a symmetrical it is. This alkene is a symmetrical alkene. Symmetrical alkene means around the double bond if we have same number of carbon atoms it is symmetrical alkenes. So here we have one carbon, here one carbon. So this is symmetrical alkenes. Through these symmetrical alkenes just we have to add one H and one OH. Okay. So in this case suppose this is a pi bond, they will come here. Now this carbon will get negative charge here. Okay. So that's why this H plus it will come to this carbon here and OH minus it will come to this CH2. Why? Because this pi electrons if they will come here, now this carbon will get what? Positive charge here. So that's why here this OH minus will come to this carbon and this H plus it will come to this carbon here or vice versa here. If pi electron they will come here, this carbon becomes negative and this carbon becomes what? Positive here. So we will get what here? OH here and H here. So hydration of alkene it is a reversible reaction it is. Means here if we add water it will get converted into alcohol and if we remove water it will again convert back into alkene. That is called dehydration of alcohol. Dehydration of alcohol gives alkene and hydration of alkene gives what? Alcohol here. Okay. So in hydration of alkene just we have, it is nothing but the addition of H and OH. Addition of H and OH. Symmetrical alkenes on any one carbon of the double bond you can add H and OH. We will get what? Alcohol here. But now come here, this is unsymmetrical alkene. In unsymmetrical alkene what we have here? H plus and OH minus. So this H plus where it will go and OH minus where it will go here, where it will get attached here to this carbon-carbon double bond here. So here you have to follow the Marconi's rule. What you have to follow? Marconi's rule. According to Marconi's rule, the negative part of the attacking reagent get attached to the that carbon of the double bond which is having less number of hydrogen atoms. Okay. So what is Marconi's rule? Marconi's rule says that the negative part of the attacking reagent gets attached to that carbon of the double bond which has less number of hydrogen atoms. So negative part what we have? OH minus here. So this OH minus it will get attached to this carbon because this carbon has less hydrogen here. So that's why this OH will come here. Okay. And the positive part here, this part it will go to that carbon of the double bond which has more number of hydrogen atoms. So that's why this H plus it will go to this carbon here. So we are getting product what here? This H plus it will come here. It will attack to this carbon here which is having more number of hydrogen atoms here. So we are getting product here CH3, CH, OH and H here. Understood? So this is a hydration of alkene. Hydration of alkene means when alkenes reacts with water in the presence of acid as catalyst. Acid here act as a what? Catalyst. We are getting alcohol here. Okay. So if symmetrical alkene is there, then one H and one OH we have to adjust here to any one carbon H and one carbon OH. We will get here alcohol. But for unsymmetrical alkene, we have to follow the Marconi's rule. So according to Marconi's rule, the negative part of the attacking reagent, it gets attached to that carbon of the double bond which is having less number of hydrogen atom. So that's why this OH minus will attack to this carbon here and it will get attached here. and H plus it will attack to this carbon and we are getting this product. What is this one? It is what is the name of this one? 2-propanol or propane 2-ol. What is this one? Propane 2-ol. Okay, and what is this name? It is ethanol. This is ethanol and 2-propane 2-ol it is. So we will get here. But the mechanism is different. Why we are using acid as a catalyst? Why we are using acid as a catalyst here? Okay, and the according to Marconi's rule, why this OH minus it is getting attached to this carbon only? Why it is not attaching to this carbon only? These questions we will get answers by seeing his mechanism. Okay, when we see the mechanism of this hydration of alkenes, then all questions we can clarify. And now we are going to see the mechanism of hydration of alkene. That is very important for theory exam. It will come for 3 marks. Okay. So see here mechanism of hydration of alkenes. Mechanism of hydration of alkenes. See, if you take here only if you are taking here alkene, any alkene we are taking ethene, we are taking and just adding water. Just adding what here? Water. The reaction and we are getting alcohol here. CH3CH2OH. Okay, in alkene if we are adding just water and we want alcohol, so then we will not get the alcohol. Okay, only simply by adding water in the alkenes we will not get the alcohol. Why? Because in alkene we have pi electrons. So what we have? Pi electrons means alkene is a nucleophile. Pi electron they are delocalized, so they can donate electron here. Okay, so alkene is a nucleophile. And water, if you see on water also, on oxygen we have lone pairs. On oxygen we have 2 lone pairs. So that means here this water is also act as a nucleophile. So alkene also nucleophile, water also nucleophile. That means here 2 nucleophiles they cannot react with each other and can't form the product. Okay, so nucleophile will react with electrophile only. Nucleophile reacts with what? Electrophile here. But both are what here? Nucleophile only. That's why we will use acid as catalyst. Acid, what is the work of the acid? What is the function of acid? Acid provides proton. Acid provides what? Proton. Dilute H2SO4 we have to take in hydration of alkene. So this dilute H2SO4 provide what? H plus ion. H plus ions are what here? Protons. Okay. So this H plus ions when they react with water, these H plus ions when they react with water here, the lone pair of these oxygens, okay, they will take this H plus here and convert into what? Hydronium ion. The hydronium ion. Are you getting this H plus? Okay, a proton, this oxygen of water, they will lone pairs, they will attack this H plus ions and convert into what? H3O plus. This is hydronium ion. Now this hydronium ion now it will react with alkene. Okay, so this hydronium ion is act as what? Electrophile here. This hydronium ion act as what? Electrophile. So in first step what we have? Protonation of alkene to form carbocation by electrophilic attack of H3O plus here. So in first step this H3O plus it is act as an electrophile and it will attack on alkene on double bond here. Here we have double bond. Okay. So this electrophile they want electrons. They are electron deficient. So where we have electron? Here on double bond here. That's why in first step this electrophile will attack to this double bond here. Okay. So now what will happen? These electrons they will take this hydrogen. In hydronium we have this H3O plus. On oxygen we have plus sign. H3O oxygen plus sign means it is highly unstable. So this bond, this oxygen hydrogen bond, it will break here. This oxygen it will take this 2 electron here. Now this H becomes what? H plus. This H becomes what? H plus here. This H plus will get attached here to this alkene here. Okay. So it will attach to which carbon now? This H plus it will attach to which carbon? We have 2 carbon. Here 1 carbon, here 1 carbon around the double bond. So this H plus will go to which carbon now? Question comes now here. See, if we attach to this carbon, if the pi electrons they are coming here, it becomes negative here. So this H plus it will come here. Okay, two possibilities are there. It may come here, it may come here also. But if it comes here, okay, this H it will come here. Then what? On this carbon we are getting positive charge. On this carbon we are getting what? Positive charge, because these pi electrons they have gone with that H plus, and H plus here joined here. Okay, so now here on this carbon we are getting positive charge here. So this is what? Carbocation. What is this one? Carbocation. And this is secondary carbocation. This is what? Secondary carbocation. And if we are taking this is our CH3, CH double bond CH2, and if H plus it will come add here to this carbon, what will happen? It will convert into CH2. It will convert into what? CH2 here, and the plus sign will come on this carbon. The plus sign will come on this carbon here. So this is primary carbocation. This becomes what? Primary carbocation. And if plus sign will come here, it is what? Secondary carbocation. So which is more stable here? This secondary carbocation is more stable here. Why? Because two methyl groups are there here. Due to the inductive effect, plus psi effect, this CH3 groups they will donate electron here. Okay, due to that one, this plus charge is what get this plus charge is what? Stable here. This plus charge is what? Stable here, because they are providing electron, so it becomes not full positive here. They are providing electron here. So this secondary carbocation is more stable due to the inductive effect. Due to what? Inductive effect compared to primary carbocation. See, this step is a slow step. Formation of carbocation, it is a slow step and rate determining step. Means here the stable is the carbocation, the rate of the reaction is more. So rate of reaction depends on the stability of the carbocation. Stability of what? Carbocation. This here secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation. That's why this H plus will come and attach to this carbon which is having more number of hydrogen here already. So this H plus will come here and we will get what here? Carbocation. Now this is first step. In first step what happens? The electrophile H3O plus will get attacked to this alkene, or this alkene will attack to this electrophile H3O plus. They will take H plus from here and convert it into carbocation here. That's why this process is called electrophilic addition. This reaction is what called electrophilic addition reaction, because in the first step the electrophile it is attacking here and converting into a carbocation. So it is an electrophilic addition reaction. First step completed. Next, second step. On this carbocation, the nucleophile will attack H2O, our water acts as nucleophile. This nucleophile will attack on carbocation here. Okay, so this oxygen's electron pair they will get attacked to this carbocation here. So here we will get on this oxygen what will happen? Plus charge will come here, because these two electrons they are attacking here. So this oxygen will get here what? Positive charge here. So second step is nucleophilic attack of water on carbocation here. On third step, deprotonation to form alcohol. Now this water has attached here. On this oxygen's two electron it has come to this carbon here. So that's why on oxygen we have what? Positive charge. This positive charge on oxygen, not on carbon. Okay, this is positive charge is here. So what will happen here? On oxygen positive charge means it is highly unstable. So this oxygen what it will do? It will take the electron from this hydrogen. It will take this two electron from this hydrogen and it becomes neutral. This oxygen becomes what? Neutral, because it got its electron back. Okay, so it converted into what? OH, CH3CH, OH, CH3. Now this hydrogen it has been removed as what? H plus. The hydrogen removed as what? H plus. So this H plus who will take again? This H2O. Water. Okay, this water again it will take this H plus and convert it into H3O plus here. That means here this acid, it used as a catalyst. It will come into the reaction, okay, as H plus, okay, H3 as H plus. Again it will be removed from the reaction here. So here it is entering and it is exiting here, H plus ions. That's why this acid is act as an water catalyst here. Okay, acid is act as water catalyst here. So three main steps are there for hydration of alkene. The first step is protonation of alkene to form carbocation. Protonation of alkene means we are providing proton to the alkene here. One proton, it is coming from what? Acid, catalyst. Okay, this H3O plus, it is a electrophile here, and this electrophile will provide one proton. Okay, so this alkenes pi electron, they will attack this H plus and convert into what? Carbocation. This electron, they will take this hydrogen. Okay, so one carbon will get positive charge here. So this, which carbon will get positive charge, which is more stable, which carbon can form stable carbocation, that carbon will get what? Positive charge. That means proton will go to that carbon of double bond which is having more number of hydrogens. So that is here CH2. So according to Marconi's rule it is. So we have here stable carbocation here. So on this second step it is the nucleophilic attack of water. So this nucleophile will attack on this carbocation. Okay, so this carbocation, this water molecule will get attached to this carbocation here. On oxygen we will get positive charge here. Oxygen positive charge is highly unstable. So it will take these hydrogens to electrons and becomes neutral. It converts into alcohol here. And this H plus, it will go along with this water molecule again as H3O plus hydronium ion. This is the mechanism. By this mechanism we have conclusion one that this reaction, it is what? It is the rate determining step is the formation of carbocation. This is step, slow step. That is the stable carbocation. In this reaction, formation of carbocation is there. So whenever formation of carbocation is there, then there will be a possibility of rearrangement of carbocation. Rearrangement of carbocation. We have methyl shift reaction and hydride shift reaction. Okay. That means here we can't depend only on Marconi's rule. Okay, in wherever carbocation is there, there will be possibility of rearrangement of carbocation here. That we are going to see. If only we can't depend on the Markovnikov rules. So for this reaction, how it is, we will see that one now. Okay. So see here. Look at the example here. This is CH3, CH double bond CH2. Here we have one methyl group CH3. What is its name? It is, if you see the common name, it is isopentene. Yes, two methyl group here. So it is isopentene. It is, or IUPAC name, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. On third carbon we have methyl group. 3 methyl, 1 butene. 3 methyl, 1 butene. When reacts with water in the presence of acid. So according to our Marconi's rule, what is the rule we have here? That OH minus will attack to that carbon of the double bond which has less number of hydrogen atom here. So according to our Marconi's rule, the OH should come here and H should come here. Okay, so OH should come here and H should come here. It becomes CH3 here. But this answer is wrong. This answer is what here? Wrong. So that means here Marconi's rule, it is not applicable in all the reactions when carbocation formation is there. Some exceptions are there. These exceptions are this one. Okay. See, rate determining step, it is depend on what? Stability of carbocation. And we know that the stability of carbocation order is what here? Tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary carbocation, then what? Primary carbocation. This is the order of stability of carbocation. Tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary carbocation, then what? Primary carbocation. So that's why here this is wrong here. How it is wrong? See here. Look at here. So this is our isopentene we have here. Now this electron, they will shift here, it becomes what? Negative charge here. So this H3O plus, hydronium, it will attack here, H plus will come here. Okay, so this H plus will come here, means here it will convert into what here, this is CH plus it will be. Are you getting that? This hydrogen it will come here, one hydrogen will come here, so it changes into CS3, and on this carbon we will get what here, positive sign here. Okay, so this is what is secondary carbocation. Two carbons, to this carbon two carbon has attached, it is secondary carbocation. But if you see the beside this carbon is attached to three other carbon atoms. This carbon is attached to three other carbon atoms. That means here, if positive sign will come here, then it is a tertiary carbocation. This plus positive sign will come here, it becomes what? Tertiary carbocation here. So this carbon we can convert into as a tertiary carbocation. How we can convert these hydrogens? Okay, this bond, just to this hydrogens, two electrons, it will take these two electrons and come attack on this carbon here. Okay, if this hydrogen along with this two electron, it will attack on this carbocation, and it will get what, convert into what, CH2. This it is converting into what, CH2. So now this carbon's two electron has gone here, so on this carbon the positive charge will come here. Okay, so now this one converted into tertiary carbocation. This one converted into what, tertiary carbocation. This is called hydride shift reaction. What is this called? Hydride shift reactor. This H minus hydrogen along with this two electron, it becomes H minus, it will attack to this carbocation. Okay, and now we will get here tertiary carbocation here. So in next step, again water molecule, it will attack on this tertiary carbocation, and we will get here what, alcohol here. Water molecule will attack and deprotonation will take place, H plus will go and OH will remain here. So this is the exception case here. Okay, so if a rearrangement is there, then we have to do the hydride shift reaction here, and we have to convert into a tertiary carbocation. If the possibility is there, the secondary carbocation and tertiary carbocation, we have to go with the tertiary carbocation here. So this is hydride shift reaction, and because of this one we can get here tertiary alcohol here. Okay, so we will get what here, alcohol will be, this one alcohol we will get here. Okay, understood? One more exception is there, that also see. So see here, now this is neohexene. Neohexene here we have here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, total 6 carbons are there. At the end we have 3 methyl group, so it is what, neo, common name it is what, neohexene, or IUPAC name is what here, 1, 2, 3, 4. On third carbon we have 2 methyl group, so 3 dimethyl 1 butene it is. Okay, so now on this, now hydration we want to take, means here the OH should come here and H should come here, but that also will be wrong here. Why? Because beside that carbon we can convert it into a tertiary carbocation. How we can convert, means here first step, this CH2, these pi electrons will come here, hydronium will attack here, and it will convert into what, CH3, and this carbon will get positive charge here. Okay, so this carbon positive charge gets, means we will get here secondary carbocation. What we are getting here, secondary carbocation. But beside that carbon we have a tertiary carbocation, we can make it as a tertiary carbocation here. So in this case, this methyl group, okay, it will take this 2 electron along with this, and it will go and attack to this carbocation here, and this carbocation, now this methyl group will shift to this carbon here. Now this carbon 2 electron has gone, so that's why it will take here what, a positive charge here. That means here this has converted into a tertiary carbocation. So tertiary carbocation, now water will attack, this nucleophile will attack on this tertiary carbocation, and now we are getting here this alcohol here now. Okay, so we will get alcohol here. OH will come here, not here. These are the two exceptions, okay, where we cannot use the Marconi's rule. Understood? But in theory they will not ask this one. In theory only mechanism is very important. 3 steps mechanism, 3 marks it will come here. But in competitive exam you have to remember this point, everywhere the Marconi's rule will not allowed. Wherever carbocation is there, there will be the rearrangement possibility is there. Rearrangement possibility, the secondary carbocation we can convert into a tertiary carbocation by doing 1-2 shift reactions, hydride shift reaction and methyl shift reaction. Okay, both I have explained you. So please see here, these two examples I have explained you. What is this name? Remember, isopentene. Isopentene, when we have double bond will be at the terminal end, and beside that carbon we can convert into a tertiary carbon. 3 carbon if you see here like this way, then these 3 carbons we can make it a carbocation by shifting this hydrogen here. Okay, isopentene. Remember isopentene, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. Isopentene. Here hydride shift reaction will be there. Hydrogen we are shifting here. It becomes CH2 and last one becomes CH3 here. Okay. And next one it is neohexene. 1, 2, 3, 4 and here we have 2 methyl group. Here we have 1 methyl group only and here we have 2 methyl group. This is hydride shift reaction and it is a methyl shift reaction. This methyl we have to shift on this carbon here. Okay, and this here we can add the OH group here. So these two exception remember. Okay, in competitive exam they can ask you here these two questions. Okay, how they have asked, see here. So here see how they have asked question. In the following reaction is there here. The CH3, CH3, CH double bond CH2 on hydrolysis A plus B, major and minor. A is major, B is minor. Okay, so find the major product. Which one is the major product they have asked? So which one is the major product? Question is which one is the major product? So 4 options given here: CH3, C, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Then second is CH3, C, CH3, OH, CH, CH3, CH3 here. Okay, and here CH2OH on first carbon only. Here 2 methyl groups here, CH2, CH3, and this is whole it is CHOH here and here what CH3 here. So which is the correct option in this? According to see this one. What is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Neohexene it is. So as I said, the methyl group is here. So we can shift this methyl group here. This becomes carbocation. OH should come here. Okay. But here this beside that what we have, we can make it convert into tertiary carbocation. So this methyl will shift here. That means here we will get a C plus here. And the OH will attack here. So this OH will should come here. So the option B is the correct option here. This is methyl shift reaction here. Okay. By using methyl shift reaction, the answer will be this one. Got it? If the question is find the major product of the following. Find the major product of the following. So here what will happen? First case CH3CH double bond CH3. Dilute H2SO4. Dilute H2SO4 hydrolysis it is H2O will be there. Sometimes they will give dilute H2SO4 and H2O. It means that only. So here what we will get here? This is according to Marconi's rule. Here no carbocation rearrangement is there here. Okay. This is so OH minus will come here and H will come here. Okay. So we will get here CH3CHOH CH3 here according to Marconi's rule. But in second case, see here this OH minus should come here and hydrogen should come here. But here the possibility rearrangement is there here. This is hydride shift reaction here. That's why here OH will come here and hydrogen will shift here. This hydrogen it will come here. Okay, so it becomes changes into what here? This is CH3 and it becomes this is CH3 as it is, and here we will get here OH and it is CH2 CH3. CH2 CH3 it will be. Okay, so one hydrogen we have to shift here on this carbon, one more hydrogen it will come here. This is H3. So this is a hydride shift reaction. Based on this one it will come here. This alcohol will form here. So remember, this hydration means it is an electrophilic addition reaction. This is what electrophilic addition reaction. In this the H plus and OH minus it will attach according to Marconi's rule. Okay, so here carbocation rearrangement possibility is there here, and rate of the reaction depends on the stability of carbocation. That's why the rearrangement of carbocation possibility is there in this reaction. Okay. So last question, see here, compare the rate of hydration of following alkene. As I said, rate of reaction, the rate of hydration, it depends on the stability of carbocation. Just now we have written rate of hydration, it is directly proportional to the stability of carbocation. Now here we have three alkenes here. Among these three alkene, which alkene's hydration rate will be faster here? They are asking question, that one. So if we see here, this is alkene, it is symmetrical alkene here. Okay, next we have here, so this carbocation, if they will electrons if will shift here, then it will get what? Positive charge here. This is primary carbocation, and here if this pi electron if will shift here, so on this carbon we will get what? Positive charge here. This is secondary carbocation, and in this case this pi electron if will shift here, the positive charge will come here. So this carbon becomes what here? Tertiary carbocation. This is tertiary carbocation, this is secondary carbocation, and this is what? Primary carbocation. So the rate will be faster for tertiary carbocation here, because tertiary carbocation is more stable. So this hydration depends on the stability of carbocation. Rate determining step is what? The stability of carbocation here. That's why the order will be here what? C, B, and then what? A. C, B, and A. So this point is also very important. This hydration of alkenes depends on the stability of carbocation. Tertiary carbocation, secondary, and then what? Primary. So this was about all hydration of alkenes. So study well, and if you are liking my videos, please put the like button and subscribe my channel. Study well, stay safe at home. Thank you so much for watching.